Hi, good people from all over the world. This is Nick, and welcome back to Valheim. This is the fifth teaser of Hervor, the Voyage of Hervor Bloodtooth of the Deep North update. And here we go. Now, judging by just the thumbnail, it looks like that cabin or that shack, or whatever you call it, that was teased in the last episode. It looks like Hervor Bloodtooth is going to go into that cabin. Yep. The door is interesting. It looks like there's iron and just normal wood. And it reminds me of, this part reminds me of the tar wood. I forget what the actual name is, but you use tar and some other type of wood with it. So we got a deer or some type of antlered rug on the ground.
Deserted. It's hard to say for how long, but I don't believe I'll find any friends here.
Trying to see if there's anything in the background. There are some people who do like a 30-minute deep dive and analyze every frame and stuff, but I'm not quite that observant. But and with the torch, see, I had a feeling there'd be something lurking in the background that if you were to analyze every frame, you would pick up on it, or if you were more observant than me. Last episode, I noticed she was wearing a new cape with bones.
Deserted. It's hard to say for how long, but I don't believe I'll find any friends here.
It's tough too with the torchlight having shadows, because stuff will flicker around and then you think and it's just shadows, but there could be other stuff that's not shadows. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're invading my home. Whoa. Whoa, wait a minute. I have to slow that down. That thing... This, I was saying in the last episode about the old Wendigo lore and legends and how the woods reminded me of that when you hear that noise and then you see something creeping out from the it reminds me of those camping videos where you'll see a skinwalker or a wendigo. I bet this thing is inspired by that, because it reminds me also, the horns and everything kind of reminds me of Krampus, especially from Terraria. But it looks like this woodland evil spirit thing, which is going to be freaky looking. And it seems like this part of the Deep North, maybe not all of Deep North will be like this, but this part especially, is going to be the opposite of ashlands, where in the ashlands you would be constantly bombarded by enemies all the time, whereas this will be quiet, but then one of these can come up out of nowhere, and these are scary looking. They'll freak you out. They're freaky. And there was this part down here on the Steam thing, the spoiler, the creature at the end wasn't just part of the wildlife, but rather one of the enemies you will face in the Deep North. It's called Elaking. Or Elaking. I don't know how to pronounce it right, but it's got a lantern with it. Apparently it's scared of the dark. Also working on it. We have a reveal for you. We're also working on a smaller update which will be released before the Deep North that focuses on improving Valheim's combat mechanics. And yes, that includes at last fixing slope fighting. Yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about that, especially when the Mistlands came up with the slopey terrain. But what would a combat update be without some new armor? Some of you may have glimpsed it on our Instagram stories last week. But here's a better look. What kind of creature made it from? What do you think? Oh. Doesn't seem like it would protect all that much. Some type of bug, it looks like, because there's the pokey things coming out from the bracers. And it looks like maybe intestines or something. It's a weird looking armor. Definitely looks like bugs, though. Either that or rib cages. This could all just be rib cages from bones. Or roots. It could be from roots. We're back to make shit campaign for the Rocky Plushie. So we're gonna get a combat update before the Deep North. So maybe people are more right about the Deep North being in February. Because I've been thinking it's going to be in December because the theming is perfect, being a winter biome and winter solstice and all the winter holidays around that time. And also, that way they'll have time to have it in beta during December, and then they'll work it out and then have the full release in February. But maybe with this combat update, we're going to have that. We could have that maybe, I don't know when, but because it's a smaller update, it could happen anywhere. The Bog Witch update caught me by complete surprise. But this definitely looks like a evil woodland, gremlin, evil spirit thing. That is the technical term. But yeah, that's going to be freaky being in the middle of the quiet and everything, and then bam, one of these comes up out of nowhere. So this is the biggest teaser yet. And I am so excited, and I can't wait for the combat update. That's going to be interesting. Hopefully, I still kind of don't like the food update that happened in the Hearth and Home. I get why they did it. But being low on stamina just kind of sucks, and having to decide between whether you have health or stamina. I still would rather have it the old way where you get good health and good stamina, and you don't have to decide between the two as much. But you can mix and match food, and eventually I got used to it, and and it's probably going to be the same thing with the combat update. Hopefully, it will be more good than bad. Hopefully, there won't be any bad at all. But I'm excited for it. And thank you all for watching. I hope you have a good day. And thank you, Valheim Devs, for making an amazing game. Bye, everybody.